Hello everybody and welcome back to the RKS System Draft Week 6!
Week 6!
Woo! We are in it. We are in the latter half of this draft. We have just a few weeks to go. People are contending for that playoff spot, and we're here with Week 6 to bring you the 3/4 mark.
Oof, yeah, it's getting kind of close, huh? 3/4. It feels like it's sooner than that, but I guess it will be after this video, huh?
That's right. Yeah, people are going to have 2 weeks left to fight for that top 4 spot into playoffs. And this is where the intensity between our players that are, 4-1, 3-2, all those are going to start coming to fruition. Can Taino still bring that 5-0 streak that he's brought? We're all going to see it right here in this week.
It's time more than ever to start swinging like you mean it.
That's right. And what kind of matches do we got going on this week?
Well, this week we have the Winter Olympics versus the Red Guard, the Ronda Rangers versus the Sardine Slugmas, the Static Psychedelics versus the Scarred Armorers, the Hydrapos Corps versus the Slacking Saboteurs, and the Flimsy Foundation versus the Moss Rock Sentinels, with the Sabres Nihility Factory as the bye this week.
Yep, so quite a few really, really good matches here. People that are competing right in the middle in that 4th to 8th slot. We're seeing a lot of those matches, and it's really going to decide who has a chance still in playoffs and who unfortunately won't be able to make it for the season. And it's really going to come down to here to where you establish yourself in that leaderboard. Now, that being said, we have our first match here, which is the Winter Olympics versus the Red Guard. And unfortunately, both of these players haven't had the greatest start to their draft so far. But it's still great to see players, regardless of where they are, try and compete at the very best of their ability to clutch out the wins where they can, right? And so we're actually seeing from Guardian in this match right here that the man, the myth, the legend, the Kiram is here.
Oh shoot, it is Kiram! I didn't see him. His gray ass is hiding between that mammoth swine and the fucking cloister? Yeah, cloister. I almost said cloister. Jesus. I'm awake, folks. Don't you worry. And you know who else is awake? The rest of Guardian's team. As Umbreon, here as always, clocking in, doing their job. Alolan Ninetales, and we got... Oh my god, it's on the screen. Say Titan. Jesus, I keep quizzing myself, and it doesn't work out.
Yeah, we have Titan back. Not only is this Kiram's first appearance here, it's actually Alolan Ninetales' first time hitting the battlefield as well. So with this week, Guardian has actually played every single one of their Pokemon, which is really awesome to see the versatility come out from this team.
Have they played Titan before?
Yes, they have. They played it one other time.
Oh, okay. Well, the synergy with Alolan Ninetales is going to be better here due to the snow warning and the slush rush, yeah?
Yeah, that on top of just in general what Guardian has drafted for his team. It feels like this is the first week we're really seeing the core of this snow team really come in. We're going to see the boosted defense of the Mamoswine, the Ninetales, the Kiram, and that's the Titan are going to be able to come... Oh, and Cloyster, to be able to come in and not take so much damage from Dom, who we've seen bring things like Iron Hands, Barrascuda, even Iron Thorns, who have access to those physical moves that can punch really hard. Which, speaking of which, if we look over at Dom's team, sure enough, we got the Hands Bros are here again.
We got the Hand Job Brothers back again.
They're back now.
Now a little bit further from each other. Don't know what happened possibly behind the scenes that causes them to, not be quite so close, but hey, they're working through some stuff and they're still here to fight.
They are. We have both of them are here to play, ready to smack some things with some drain punches, maybe boosted, maybe on guts boosted. They got their own ways of going about it. We got the Domzilla is back.
Oh yeah, the Thornsy man himself.
Yep, he's the titular Pokemon that comes with the Red Guard. Then we got Silvally. Always love to see a Silvally on the screen. Dom's had success with Silvally in other weeks, and so, success to like seeing what Sylvali can do with things like Tailwind, multi-attack. It's got a lot of versatility to it, so very happy to see that.
Speaking of this versatility, for the audience members who don't quite remember, the Dom Sylvali could be of these 4 types: electric, ground, fighting, or water.
Yep. And speaking of water, we see Barraskewda right next to it. And while I think there could be a little bit of a contrast between are we able to set up the rain, are we able to set up the snow, whether this is Swift Swim or not, Barraskewda is a terrifying attacker that can go into quite a few things. You don't want to see it. All right, close combat. Why does a fish have close combat? That's my question.
World may never know. That fish got hands, I guess. Shit.
It's got some hands. That's crazy.
Even without the rain, this thing's pretty damn fast. So I don't know if it's possible that the Dom's not going to even worry about setting up any weather.
Yeah, this thing can just punch pretty hard. Once again, that defense boost on the snow is really good, but can you stop a close combat from a fucking fish, like...
How about 6 close combats? As we're looking at Guardian's team right now, we have a Snowball and a Umbreon inside of the Snowball. So,
Yeah, actually, there isn't a single Pokemon on this team that appreciates a fighting type move.
Well, a Ninetales is neutral, right?
Yeah, that is true.
Mm-hmm. Actually, is that what you would call it, or would you say Eintails or something? Mr. Giesing and Gapdos?
Listen, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Eintails is cringe.
Eintails is okay. All
yeah,
right.
But G-Whizzing?
G-Whizzing? Not Giesing? G-Whizzing? He's pissing?
G-Wizzy? Gapdos? SLOWKING?
I'm so glad you're not recording right now, Pedro, because he just said something foul, and we are not going to repeat it here. As we have plenty of battles coming up in the future with trainers who famously have nicknames of that sort.
That's right. So I say we get on into this first match here of the Winter Olympics versus the Red Guard.
I agree. Let's go for it.
All right, let's see what our leads are. We got Hiram coming out to start in the Domzilla.
Yo, it's shiny. And he's fucking dead immediately from the Earth Power. Jesus Christ. Good luck, have fun. A little bit too late there.
Good luck, have fun after killing a Pokemon.
That's so fucking funny. That's some real GG's before the game is over bullshit. Yeah. As here comes the Clownfish Killer, Barraskewda, going in as doing its close combat. As we said, not one-shotting the Kyurem, though. However, getting one shot by the Draco Meteor. Fatal misplay by the Dom, as there goes the for sure win condition.
Yes, that's 2 Pokemon down for Dom immediately right out the gate. Now Iron Hands is coming in to hopefully clean up on this Kyurem.
This thing is bulky as hell, as it just eats up that Earth Power. Could be AV, could just be Special Defense invested. I'm not smart enough to know the difference, but here comes an Aurora Veil from the Alolan Ninetales.
Okay, Fire Punch coming into it's very nice. Moonblast is doing a solid amount.
It did way more than the Earth Power.
Oh, but it's packing the Brick Break in order to stop the Aurora Veil that came up. It's gonna die, but that Moonblast is doing enough. I'm surprised we didn't see Brick Break come out first. Instead, he went for the Fire Punch on the very first turn that it came out.
Possibly not sure about the Aurora Veil, whereas this time he kind of knew that he was going to fall and just went to break the barrier anyways.
Yeah, and now we see, oh my god, yo.
Holo, the Hariyama, shiny. It looks cool as hell. And Guardian swapping out there. Alolan Ninetales not opting for the Aurora Veil again, but instead going out to their Mamoswine.
That's right. Yeah, Body Press comes out. We have a Body Slam coming back. That's a Body Press back onto the Mamoswine. It's really not doing that much.
Bodies. Here comes the dog, shiny, and it's a fighting Sylvali. Interesting.
Ooh, so I would expect to see... No, I was expecting to see a multi-attack, but it's actually a Pursuit that's coming out from the Sylvali.
Interesting. Not doing a lot of damage, though, as Guardian did not swap out, opting for the Body Slam and taking out the Sylvali. Dom set down to 2 Mons now. Almost 1 as the Hariyama survives with 1 HP from the Body Slam.
and it's going to get knocked out there. It is now 5-1 in Guardian's favor. Dom is down to his final Pokemon of Galvantula. It's not looking too good.
Oh man, this is definitely not looking like how we assumed with Barraskewda just clicking close combat 6 times and winning. But the Bug Buzz on the Umbreon, I don't know if that was the read or not, but gets a Throat Spray boost and does a decent chunk to Umbreon.
Yeah, switches out to Alolan Ninetales. Probably, I assume wants to set up the snow so that Titan can come out and do some damage, because Alolan Ninetales is going to die to that Bug Buzz every day of the week.
Here comes the Snowboard going for the EQ. Almost one-shots the Galvantula. Thunder Wave on this to Titan.
I like that. So you're basically canceling out that Slush Rush bonus, and now we're going to have Galvantula is way faster. It might be able to click something that can do a ton of damage to this Titan.
And even so, does not opt to go for the risk, as here comes the Thunderbolt. Takes it.
Yeah, Umbreon will take it, but Bug Buzz is going to take out the Umbreon. This Galvantula's on a tear.
Here comes that cheating motherfucker, Cloyster.
That's right. A Thunderbolt from Galvantula is going to trigger a Sash.
Goes to the explosion and guarantees the victory. Okay, good. Nice use of the explosion there. Okay, not too cheesy this time. As Guardian wins 2-0.
I'm interested why this didn't happen earlier then. This thing has explosion. Once Alolan Ninetales went down to the Bug Buzz, like, why were we going about the rest of them? Couldn't we have just exploded with Cloyster?
I mean, as mentioned, this was Guardian's first week, bringing Alolan Ninetales and Titan on the same time. So, like, actually wanting to utilize their snow team, I would also go for that, whilst having that explosion focus sash in the back. Because as long as you have one Mon, or I guess 2 Mons left technically, you could just do that. It's fine.
You can. Yeah, it's a slight damper to your differential. But, hey, you got to use this to Titan. It came out. It clicked Earthquake. Got paralyzed. That's it.
So shoot, do you think maybe the Dom blew his load a little too fast with the Barraskewda in the beginning, going for the close combat on the Kyurem? Not enough to kill it, but that definitely would have been enough to kill most of the other Mons on Guardian's team, right?
Yeah, it depends on how bulky they are. There is also that boost you get from the snow. But I wonder really if Barraskewda was the maximum amount of attack it could be. That didn't feel like choice band damage, which I feel like in any matchup, besides Basket Legion that can come up, you're very happy to click choice band close combat on this Barraskewda. You're basically faster than everything outside of like a Slush Rush from a Titan, and you're able to click close combat and everything. That didn't feel banded damage. I would have to, see how that works in the calcs. But you might be right. I think maybe it coming out against the Kyurem, maybe it was a little bit premature. You probably expected that to kill that Kyurem there.
But that's how it shook out.
Yep, and it's going to end up with a 2-0 victory to the Winter Olympics. And after the bye from last week, that is now 2 weeks in a row that we have on the Winter Olympics team.
Really living up to their team name this week, huh? I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. So you love to see it, right? Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, that is going to put the Red Guard down to an unfortunate 0-6 record. But, going forward, we can look at these matches that we've just played, and we can see maybe what happened. Maybe we need to run a few more calcs, maybe not bring out that Barraskewda as soon as possible, because we need to set it up for a good spot that can do it. There's a few things, like, why not go for the Brick Break twice into the Alolan Ninetales that you could, calc that, because it just does more damage and plays around that Aurora Veil if it were to come out. So that just does a bit more damage. We saw Body Press on the Hariyama, which,
that's
not
weird.
Sure what other moves could have come out, but Body Press, is not really the damage-dealing move you would expect to come out from a Hariyama.
That's the one that does more damage based on your defense, right?
Correct, yes. And I also noticed that there was no Flame Orb Guts on that Hariyama, so it was probably running something like Thick Fat or one of its other abilities. Maybe Sheer Force, but I don't think that was Sheer Force Life Orb damage.
No, I want to assume that was some kind of strange max defense invested Hariyama, which Not sure if I agree with that. Interesting, though. Definitely
Yeah,
interesting.
it was definitely an interesting bring, and I think it's something we can look forward to in the next couple of matches, is maybe we can take those bit more interesting builds and maybe give them something a bit better, for lack of a better term.
Definitely a move you think would be better, too, because this dude's big as hell. You think a body press would kill someone.
Yeah, it's this HP stat that's massive.
That's true.
Let's move on to the next.
Folks paying attention at home, we're going in comic book order, not manga order this time. Now that you can see the tabs on Zach's computer. As we're going up to the next match here, we got here the Ronda Rangers versus the Sardine Slugmas. Swap that around as we're on the other side of Lagavor, Sardine Slugmas, and Tom from MySpace, aka Shines, Ronda Rangers. What?
Yep. And so we see that both of these players are about middle of the pack when it comes to their standings here. Lagavor going into this being 3-2. Has seen success in quite a few matches. And has a very interesting team of a bit more of the stally tactics, and has some of the most out-of-pocket nicknames that I think any of us have ever seen.
That fucking strat that I hate. That fucking strat that I hate. That fucking strat that I hate.
Yeah, everyone loves Toxapex, ain't that right?
Yeah, we got bulky boys on this team. We got Blissey. We got Ligma. God, why am I quizzing myself again? We got Pecharunt, Amoonguss, Toxapex, and Aggron, all very bulky, whereas Salazzle has the gun in the back with fire type damage, fairy type damage probably, poison type damage. I think those are dazzling, right? Am I crazy?
Does Salazzle know dazzling? That is a fantastic question.
I feel like it does. I said fairy type. It came from the chest.
It did. I want to just instinctively trust your absolute gusto to just say that. But I don't see Dazzling Gleam on its moveset.
Dang. Okay. Maybe it was Moonblast. Ignore me, folks. Let's move on instead to the Ronda Rangers. The Ronda Rangers team. As these are all repeats. Yeah, we've seen all these fellas before.
Yeah. So when it comes to the Pokemon that were brought for both of them, if we're specifically talking about Shine's team, the only Pokemon we haven't seen from Shine is Caracosta. And we do not see Caracosta in this matchup either. So yeah, we have quite a few repeats here. Specifically Urshifu and Iron Boulder, who are very common occurrences on this team. In fact, I think have been brought every single week.
This thing really doesn't learn a fairy type move. That's crazy.
But we're seeing both of the Quark Booster Energy Pokemon that are here. And actually, I'm getting a little bit of deja vu looking at this team.
Yeah, probably some was ran before. This is a pretty solid lineup.
I think these are the same 6 Pokemon he brought last week.
Nah, surely not.
Maybe. Let me... Yeah, it is. Those are the exact same 6 Pokemon that he brought last week.
Can you hear me, Isaac? Your will lives on!
Scrafty is here, ready to play.
Or untucked.
That's right. He's here.
Untucked,
He's
yeah.
ready to party. He's ready to dragon dance. He's ready to throw out crunches. He's ready.
Ready to use... Almost a dazzling thing as a joke.
Yeah, I can't wait for Salazzle to use Dazzling Gleam on Scrafty.
Look, he's gonna cheat and go for Terra Fairy. I guess Terra Blast is really... This thing really doesn't learn any fairy type moves. I feel like I've been gaslit. But... enough light and gas, folks. There's a fire that needs to be brewing between Lagavor and Shine.
That's right. So I say we get on into this game. Let's see if Legivore is ready to deal with this exact same team that Shine brought. The moves might not be the same and all that stuff, but, the same 6 Pokemon were brought here. Let's see how we adapt to it. Let's head into the match. The Sardine Slugmas versus the Ronda Rangers. Okay.
Yo huevos!
That's right, we get Ligma coming off the bat, gets it to the Regirock, but a Lumberry!
Lumberry!
It's gonna completely take it out, no Ligma!
Sets up the rock! Totally worth it for the rocks. Here comes another Ligma, does not get poisoned. My man's got the gift from God as he goes for the Earthquake, huh? Oh, it's on a balloon, fuck!
Yeah, we are balloon on here. Now we're seeing a crit into Ligma. That is not what you like to see. It's going to hit itself in confusion.
Well, Regirock got his Regirocks up as he gets Ligma'd, baby. Has like 4 screens.
That's right. So the Stealth Rocks are up. We get an Intimidate drop on the Petron, which doesn't super matter. Scrafty avoids getting Ligma this time. It goes for a Dragon Tail to break the balloon and get some Stealth Rock chip on a different Pokemon.
Here's the same fucking disgusting ass goddamn Toxapex with the worst name I've ever seen this week. Setting up Toxic Spikes as Scrafty's going for the Dragon Tail. Get the fuck out of here. Take your rocks damage.
Ooh, and as Salazzle's coming in, it does not have the boots, but this thing is definitely faster than a Scrafty. And there's no doubt on the Gleam, but Overheat is going to knock it out for sure.
Ouch. Lost some HP, revealing the Life Orb on it. Here comes Urshifu, though. Unfortunately, stepping on the Toxic Spikes, but he's got to start swinging. Here comes the 3-inch puncher.
That's right.
Fucking hell.
I like this switch. You're expecting the Surging Strikes is going to come in against your Salazzle, so you're going to bring this relatively defensive Amoonguss with leftovers.
Black Sludge.
Oh, Black Sludge. Yes.
Same
Yes.
thing.
Iron Jugulis is going to come out. It's going to be quirked up on a Sunday into a Leaf Storm coming out from the Amoonguss.
Nice resist. Probably an accident, but very good play.
Well, you could expect a Grass-type move to come out onto an Urshifu, so I really like that from the U-turn.
Crit Hurricane on the gayest Aggron I've ever seen in my life. His
and
words, not
confused. Mine. Oh, but it lands a Thunder Punch. That is massive, but it looks like this Aggron is going to die. Just kidding. We're switching out Blissey on this special attack here.
Just gotta keep pressing Hurricane. Unfortunately, Blissey is a very massive special attack, or a special defensive threat. Goes for the Dark Pulse, praying for a flinch, I'm sure, but gets Size and Tossed, and there goes Iron Jugulis. 6-3 right now.
Yeah, it's 6-3. Articuno is going to hit the field, and now we're going for Ice Beams. But like you said, this is a special tank here, and the Wish Protect is coming out from the Blissey.
Sets up the Rain a little, huh? For who?
Interesting. I guess to boost Urshifu's Water-type moves?
I suppose.
The Freeze
Dog, you gotta
Dry.
get out of there. You can't do anything to him. Are you praying for the freeze?
Yeah, interesting to see what it is. We could be praying for a freeze here, but it doesn't look like it's coming to fruition, as this Seismitoss is just going to take this out in 4 turns.
Doesn't Blissey have fucking natural cure? Oh, we got the freeze, but he just has to switch then.
That's right. All he has to do is switch, and we are no longer caring about freeze.
That does force a switch, so let's see if Shine maybe capitalizes on this. As here comes Salazzle taking a fuckload of damage from the rocks and not dying to the Ice Beam, unfortunately.
It actually did more than I thought it was going to. We see the Boulder is coming in when what we can assume to be a Fire-type attack. It is, in fact, an Overheat. Boulder's going to eat that kind of 40%. And Life Orb is going to take it out. But now we get a free pivot into whatever Pokemon we want. And it's time for Toxapex to hit the table.
Goes with a Zen Headbutt. Wow, that did a lot. Can we get a flinch? Can I see a flinch? No flinch, but a second layer of Toxic Spikes. Like we're really trying to secure the victory here.
Well, okay, yeah. I don't see why.
Wait, yeah, why?
The can is already poisoned.
Autopilot then, I guess.
Yeah, and there is something to be said. You don't want to go for Baleful Bunker against Iron Boulder because of Mighty Cleave being able to go through Protect. So that could be something.
Because it's a rock-type move, so I don't know if it'll do as much damage as Zen Headbutt does. Here comes Zen Headbutt, as foretold. Unfortunately, Iron Boulder already poisoned, so the Baneful Bunker not going to do much besides protect it.
That's right, and we're going to see the Zen Headbutt. It's coming out, and this poison damage is...
Fuck.
Ooh, and now the recover comes in. No bias, by the way.
No bias. Because Articuno.
Yeah, I mean, this Toxapex can sit in front of every single Pokemon outside of exactly Freeze Dry from this Articuno.
So mad out to Blissey, though.
That's right, and so we have Blissey come back into this Articuno. We've seen how the Song and Dance goes. We could just go for a Wish Protect. No, we're switching back into the Pecha Run.
This doesn't... No, okay, it's ground. I always forget that. That still has a lot, though. Ligament Chain gets the Toxic, unfortunately. Okay, we're going for a 50-50 here on Articuno. As he goes for the Ice Beam, it kills the Pecha Run. Okay. We're still in this. 4-3.
This is insane. Pecha Run is
down. Damage.
That's right, Roxy's gonna do it. I love this Protect. You're Toxic selling out this Articuno. This is exactly what you need.
Roost
comes
the read on the Protect is so good.
Yeah, and now this is going to be a free Ice Beam that can go into whatever, but this Toxapex has Regenerator. We are back to almost full health. Yeah.
Again, though, you got to get out of there. That toxic damage is starting to pile up.
Exactly, but the thing is, you don't really want to switch here because this Toxapex can do whatever you want. Venoshock is such safe play because everything is poisoned on this team.
Oh god, that's so dangerous. Comes your Shifu.
Yeah, and... Okay, we get the Amoonguss in. This Amoonguss seems like it's really here to punish it. And we actually saw that this thing is packing Leaf Storm. That will be able to knock Iron Boulder or Urshifu down to maybe even a kill.
You turn back out to the Iron Boulder at almost 0 HP right now, and assuredly 0 as this Leaf Storm takes it out. Shine is reduced to only the Urshifu left, and I don't know if they're going to be able to take out all 4 of the Pokemon left on Lygovor's team.
Yeah, starting with this Amoonguss. We have Surging Strikes is not going to do a ton, only doing a quarter HP. And this thing could maybe have Synthesis in order to recover this all up. There it is. And I think...
Surging Strikes already crits too, so...
That's right. Now, we can't go for any sort of Protect. Surging Strikes is just going to do 24%. Eventually, this poison damage is going to chip away. And even at a -2, this Leaf Storm is still good damage.
Yep, and that's the guaranteed victory as the poison procs. Urshifu goes down. Lagavor winning the battle 4-0.
That's right, a 4-0 victory for the Sardine Slugmas. And I think, once again, we see the absolute... Like, the biggest thing I think to look at is how much that Articuno was doing in so much work, except against that Blissey. That Blissey was just able to wall that Articuno that was able to freeze dry the Toxapex. It was able to do tons of damage into the Amoonguss. Even to the Pecha Run, it was doing like 40 to 50% damage. If it weren't for that Blissey, that Articuno might have gone absolutely dummy.
Absolutely. Very smart play as well from Shine, getting out hazards as soon as possible on the stall team, seeing as Lagavor is going to be switching constantly with how many Regenerator Pokemon? 2? Yeah, only 2. Never mind.
Yep, still 2 Regenerator Pokemon. You're going to be seeing some switches come out. But, I mean, we also saw the Toxic Spikes come onto the opposing team. We saw Venoshock on one of Lygavor's Pokemon in order to punish all the switching that could be coming in from Shine's team. So the hazards were up on both people. There was no defog brought. There was no Rapid Spin. It was just, you're going to take these hazards and you're going to deal with it. And it really seemed like Lagavor was ready for the Urshifu. Because it's been brought every single week. Like, you have to be prepared to deal with this Pokemon. And it looked like Lagavor was super set up to do it with this Amoonguss.
Yeah.
So, a 4-0 victory for the Sardine Slugmas. Very well played to both players. Interested to see what the build maybe difference from last week was to this week. But apart from that, I think we can head on over to game number 3 of the week.
Let's do so.
All right.
As for game 3, we have the Scarred Armorers versus the Static Psychedelics. And, what the... Oh, jeez. I thought Necrozma was a silhouette for a second. I was like, who's that Pokemon?
New challenger approaching. Yeah. As for standings, real quick, Jesse and the Scarred Armors are 3-2 heading into this match. The Static Psychedelics on ABC side 4-1 heading into this week. So these guys are at the mid to high level of this leaderboard here. So a win or loss for either one of them is monumental. And you can tell looking at these teams that this is definitely a high importance match, because we're seeing the Baxcalibur is here, the Bundle is here, he's packing heat, Necrozma's here, we even got the Guard.
Oh, Garganacci!
That's right, we got the Garganacci here to play. This team looks like I'm ready to jump in and win a fucking game.
Molto bene. But ABC's not slouching either. We got Zero Aura, we got Tapu Koko, we got fucking Great Neck, Incineroar, Latios, and oh my god, Hisuian Samurai. I was so close. Damn it. I just have to read the thing. But hell, all threats.
Yeah, tons of threats across the board. We have the Electric Squad is here to play. We got, I assume, the Rising Voltage, or not Rising Voltage, what's it called? That sets up Electric Terrain. Electric Surge is going to come in. It's going to boost all these Pokemon. I don't think we're going to be seeing Telepathy from the Koko this week.
I forgot about that. That shit was insane.
Yeah. As for usage on these Pokemon, the only Pokemon that Jesse has not used on their team so far has been Nihilego, and we're not seeing it actually brought this week. And for ABC, the only Pokemon that's not been brought is Ting-Lu, who, once again, is not brought to this. So we're seeing complete repeats on both sides of the match here. But that's because they're the tried and true. That's why they're here, because they're here to get some dubs.
Real quick, is that how you pronounce Nihilego? Like the egg, like Eggo, like the waffle? Nihilego?
I don't think I have a consistent way of pronouncing this Pokemon's name.
We're being told it's Nihilego because it's nihility and ego. Okay, I remember
I thought
reading
it was
that.
Nihility.
Nihility? Nihility? Nihilego?
That's what I always pronounce as Nihilego. Oh, I thought it was Nihility.
Actually, guys, it's Utoroido.
What the fuck? You just said Nihility!
Bro, y'all can't hear it. Pedro's fucking...
Nihility. So it's be Nihiligo.
Nihilego.
Nihiligo.
All right. So the only mon that Drake hasn't used on their team is Nihilego, and aside from that, yeah, we got some threats here too. I mean, we've already said so. We got sidetracked, but shoot, is there anything else we should say, or should we just let this shit rock?
Yeah, I'm ready to let this shit rock. I think we're going to see quite a crazy match here. Let's get into it. We have the Scarred Armors versus the Static Psychedelics. SLOWKING coming out.
Hunting Horn, the fucking Slowking, and Light Switch, the Tapu Koko. I'm trying not to be biased. Here comes Charge Blade to Necrozma. Getting taunted.
Ooh, I like that taunt. You're expecting the Slowking to maybe go for like a chilly reception. Volt Switch is going to come out onto it, and now we have Incineroar on the field.
Here comes Red Tigger. Getting Charge Beam. Or Signal Beamed? Oh, Charge Blade.
That's right. Ooh.
Red card, here comes Gunlance, the Garganackle. Hell yeah, we love that. Fake out for 0 damage. And the Rocky Helmet. Great switch by Jesse.
That's right. Okay, now we're seeing an Earthquake. That's not going to do that much damage, and Stealth Rocks are being set up.
This thing is fat. It's got 3 skills of fucking Gardo. Gets Parting Shot, but it do not matter, because something is about to get Salt Cured. Here comes the plane of Latios. Salt Cure, yup.
That's right, and you really don't want to be setting up with a Latios that has Salt Cure on it. So I don't anticipate we're going to be seeing Calm Mind or anything from this Latios. Sure enough, it's a Draco!
Ooh. Eats that shit up.
Yeah, Necrozma's taking a ton. I don't know if another Draco was going to do enough damage.
Side Shock.
Side Shock's
Probably
Definitely
hoping for
not.
the swap. That was a weird play. The Morning Sun basically brings it back up to what it was before. And the leftovers helping as well.
Yeah, and the Sulkier is doing a ton of damage. So we're back to the Tapu Koko. And we got the balloon is on deck. Let's see what this Across is all about. That Calm Mind. It seems like that taunt. Yeah, go for it.
I was going to say, important to point out, it is an Electric Surge, which will be important whenever Jesse decides to bring out Iron Bundle.
That's right, yeah, so the Quark Drive will be online. The Dazzling Gleam is coming out, but this thing is calm-minded, and now it's... Uh-oh, Balloon has been popped. Is this thing packing Earth Power?
I don't know if it... Can it learn Earth Power?
I don't know.
If ABC's not wanting to get risk it as they go for the Volt Switch back
well,
up
this
Red
is
Tiger.
still gonna hurt if it's
I
Earth
hope it doesn't have Earth Power!
Oh no, Tony! Oh, the Red Tiger completely dies!
Oh, he was the only one! Here comes the shocking twist of Zeraora.
Okay, a grounded Plasma Fist and Electric Terrain barely misses out on that kill, and that's Life Orb damage. Earth Power is definitely going to take out the Zeraora.
Wow, Plasma Fist actually looks like it's going to hit and not miss when it's on the other side of the screen like that.
Yeah. Tapu Koko is now coming in. I think Volt Switch will be able to finally take out this Necrozma, but man, this thing has put such a dent into ABC's team.
Yeah, 5-4 right now. Here comes Edgelord, the Hisuian Samurai. You know what he's about to click. His Hunting Horn, the Slowking, comes back out.
Let's dance!
Okay, Ceaseless Edge comes out. That does a ton of damage to the Slowking.
Counter!
Yo, pull up that Guilty Gear!
Yo!
That is a counter! And now
the big-ass text on the screen! Universe!
Editor, you know what to do.
Insane.
Alright, Thunderbolt is coming out onto the Garganacl that just swapped out from that Slowking, and it's going to die to the Energy Ball.
ABC revealing most of their, actually all of their set with this Latios now. Here comes Dual Blades to Starmie. Fuck yeah. Rapid Spin, getting the speed boost, getting the spikes off, and probably about to die to a Thunderbolt. No, it lives! Wow, that thing's bulky as hell.
That's big, because now this Starmie is going to be able to outspeed and kill the Latios. Doesn't even want to see it, so we're swapping out to that Koko, getting that Electric Terrain back up a ton.
Ice Beam. Oof. Is it faster, though? No, it's faster than Koko. Holy shit.
It's that +1 speed from Rapid Spin. It's really coming into play. Hurricane Milton is here.
Oh, no, Hurricane Milton.
All right.
Yo, Ace, stop Hurricane Milton.
Yo.
For Florida.
For Florida.
Ice Beam, it's not enough. Frozen.
Oh my god, it's frozen! No!
Get the shit out of here! I put fucking wood on my windows! It thawed out! Shit! Thunderclap is gone!
Oh my god!
Jesse in the chat.
Yo, what? Okay, why didn't we see... Why did Thunderclap come out the first time against Starmie? Why did
it
get the chance to get ice-beamed?
It didn't click it. I don't know why.
Okay, Baxcalibur is here. Alright. It is here. Glaive Rush.
Oh, it's Jove.
That does 1 billion damage to it, and now Latios is coming in. I think it dies to rocks?
Does it die to rock? No, not enough. But
no,
it's at 2%.
Okay. This thing is going to take... Oh, okay, it's Ice Shard.
And a Switch Axe, the Baxcalibur, takes the victory as Jesse wins this match 3-0. We didn't even get to see the bundle.
Yeah, which is crazy, because you brought this up. Electric Terrain was on that field a ton throughout the course of that game, and Bundle never had a chance to come out. It seemed like the one time you could maybe bring it out, which is against Hisuian Samurott, hit it with like a really fast freeze dry or something like that. We had Slowking ready for it with the counter. We didn't even need to see Bundle, regardless of the fact that Electric Terrain was out for the majority of that match.
The fuck would Bundle's name be? These are all of his mons were named after Monster Hunter weapons. What the fuck would Bundle be? Bowgun?
Is there a gun? Yeah, that would be my guess.
Probably gun, because as you said, he is packing.
That's right. He's packing whatever is in that cannon. He's packing something.
Oh yeah, and the cannon. Yeah.
Is there a cannon weapon in?
No. You just said he was packing, and I was agreeing with you.
Ah, yeah. So this thing is definitely a gun of some sort. If I had to make a wager.
But anyways, shit. That was the battle this week. That was the battle this week. There's more, folks. Don't worry. Don't even look at the time on the clock yet. There's still plenty of fucking time. As we're going to go into our next battle, unless you have something else to say, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I think something maybe just to bring up is the inclusion of the Calm Mind on the Necrozma. We saw Taunt come in against the Necrozma very early. Wasn't on purpose. We were trying to taunt the SLOWKIng, unless that was a read on a switch.
No, certainly not.
So the taunt on the Necrozma comes in. It's not able to set up Calm Minds. But this thing had Earth Power to deal with 4 of ABC's team. And we did see the Volt Switch from the Tapu Koko after the Balloon got procced. And instead of switching to Latios, maybe, we went into Incineroar, who just got absolutely blasted. So that thing was already +1 special defense because of Calm Mind, so maybe he thought, okay, well, Incineroar is really my only chance here at dealing enough physical damage to deal with this Necrozma. I just think that that's an interesting turn to really consider when we're looking at who to swap into after that Volt Switch.
Was Samurott still alive when that happened?
Yes.
That feels like it would have been the play. That would have been immune to a psychic attack. I don't know if it would have resisted the ground type, but it definitely wouldn't have been super effective like the rest of the team, except Latios.
Yeah, so the Earth Power wouldn't have done a ton. That Necrozma was also packing Signal Beam, though. So they might have, ABC might have been afraid of a Signal Beam, KOing it after an Earth Power at +1, which I think is fair.
That big Quartz guy kind of covers the entire team. Damn.
Yeah. Very good prep. So, outside of that, though, I think very well played from Jesse's side. Didn't even need to see the bundle. Really felt like that SLOWKIng did its job. It came in to counter that Samurott. I assume it was there for other purposes as well, but definitely had that impact that they wanted to bring to this game. Let's head on into the 4th of 5 games that we have this week, and this one is a doozy. We were talking about the leaderboard and how close people are, but we have Photon Debugger and the Hydraples Cores are taking on Taino and the Slacking Saboteurs.
Oof. We got 2 pretty strong players here in terms of their showing for this draft. Photon showing dominant play, not just this draft, but the previous draft as well. And Taino being a new up-and-comer and just tearing through. I think still having the highest differential as well.
Yeah, not only have the highest differential, being just straight up undefeated up to this point. Being 5-0, never dropping a game, had a 6-0 in the past. Like, he's done nothing but show dominance in this draft so far. And like you said, as a brand new player, is incredible to see. And is going up against Photon, who has arguably one of the best teams in the draft coming out of that portion, and has showed up to go 4-1 in this matchup for only dropping her first game last week to Derbologist. And from discussions that have been made, I think you could argue these are the 2 best teams, just in terms of drafting in the whole draft. Which is exciting to see a match between the 2 of them. And I think if you look at the Pokemon on the screen, I think you can see what I'm talking about. Because this is insanity what I'm looking at right now.
We got dragons, we got fairies, we got marketable plushy turtles, we got the bear, we got Pikachu.
We got Tornadus Therian, Salamence, marketable plushie, Blood Moon, and Volcanion all on the same side. And Palmont.
And come on, bro's been putting in work. I said Pikachu, but this man fucking won games with that Mach Punch at the end.
Yeah, Mach Punch is huge. I remember his match versus Guardian putting in a lot of work with that Mach Punch, where would not have won if it weren't for Palmont being able to have access to that priority fighting type move. So, you're right. Now, Photon's team consisting of both Fairy and Ghosts, maybe Mach Punch isn't so much of something you want to bring.
Yeah, well, yeah.
And Poison, actually, it's another one of her types.
And Rough Skin Guy.
So, maybe...
Yeah.
But hey, he's here. He's looking real happy sitting over there, so who am I to judge?
Yeah, man, he could have Revival Blessing in the back. Do we have that band?
No.
He could have Revival Blessing in the back. My man's religious. He's got the thing. He'll bring him back.
Yep, and from Photon's side, we have the titular Hydrapple from the Hydrapple's cores. And it's very exciting to see it come to play. I believe this is only the second time we're seeing the Hydrapple come out.
That's correct. They only first debuted last week.
Yeah. And that being said, Photon has already used all of her Pokemon on her team, so everything from this point is going to be a repeat. Taino, on the other side, has not... I believe only Heatran is the only Pokemon he hasn't used yet.
Oh, that's weird. Isn't Heatran good?
Yeah, Heatran is pretty solid. The problem, of course, with Heatran is, you can set up your hazards, you can Magma Storm to keep people in, Earth, or Ground-type moves, not your friend.
I was going to say you could die to Earthquake.
Yeah, exactly. you live in California for a second, and Heatran's like, all right, I'm head out.
What's that little blue thing? Surely he will not slap mud upon me. Oh, fuck!
Right. Oh, no! But yeah, looking at the rest of Photon's team, we have the funny cheese stick man over at the end. We got Clefable. We got the SLOWKING is here.
What's his name?
Like you said, Mr. Roughskin himself and Latias.
Yeah. And the titular Apple Man. Oh,
that's right.
We got Applejacks! We got the apple? Oh, okay.
Oh my god, you're right. Oh, you're right.
At least until I think they changed them. Like, I'm pretty sure they're really generic looking now.
Oh,
but back in my day,
Cinnamon.
Yeah, they're generic as fuck. That's some great value. What the fuck is? Hold on. What happened? Look at this. What happened?
Let me see. Oh my god, no! All of the character is gone!
Save the editor some trouble. Just open up that tab real quick. What happened? All that joy and whimsy.
What is this?
Now,
what have we become?
Now, perhaps was Citymon a little bit, Now, perhaps was Citymon a bit offensive? Perhaps.
How? He's like, he just lost all of his character. This is crazy.
You're cutting all this? Okay, fine. Put this on screen, too. Cut this, editor.
What is this?
Cut this!
Yo, I'm buying these. That's great.
The what? The Applejack? Oh my god.
Not like this.
What?
Imagine you pull down your face. It's fucking Applejacks.
It's kind of fire. I'm not gonna lie.
You want to see my cinnamon stick?
Fucking water. Now you have to cut this because you didn't fucking record that, dumbass.
Oh my god, I'm crying. Oh my god.
God.
Oh my god. Here I come. Yo, that's the funniest shit I've heard in like the last month. Oh my god.
Alright. Alright.
I'm just picturing it. Oh,
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Take your time. Take your time, man. Here, while we're chuckling, real quick.
Just swing it. Oh, okay. 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 Whew. Oh.
Okay. All right, get this off the screen.
All right. Yeah. Just got back to this.
Get off, folks. He's bookmarking it. He's saving it right now. He keeps opening it. Zach. Apple X. No!
Oh my god!
Don't make me draw this!
Okay. Okay. Oh, I'm so happy. Even though you're cutting the whole Applejack section?
Like, it's either Applejack's Golden Go, or it's like SLOWKING is Soul Bad Guy with the big counter somewhere. But, like, I don't know. It could be both. Hold on, let me write that down. Unless something else happens. God bless. All right. Are you live, Zach?
Yeah, I'm fine.
If you really have to cut this, at least put it at the end as a blooper. So, okay. At minimum, the blooper. That way, when people go like, "Why is Golden Go in a fucking Rasta cap?" Is that okay? It's like, no. It's the cereal.
Holy shit! All right, I think I am ready to get back to it.
Yeah, let's just get into this battle, man.
Okay, let's head on into this match. We have Photon Debugger and the Hydrapple Scores taking on Taino and the Slacking Saboteurs. Let's get it.
Let's get it. Good luck, have fun for both sides. We love that. Here comes Dragon D's Apples, the Hydrapple versus Hunting Bear.
Yo, we had Hunting Horn in the last one.
That's true. Going for the Blood Moon turn 1. Oh, hell nah. Not killing it, though. Leaf Storm abso-fucking-lutely killing it, though. Oh, hell nah. What?
Yeah, okay, so we have Leaf Storm completely taking out the Blood Moon, and a Jetpack is going to get Hydrapple out of there. We now have Garchomp.
Hungry Howie's the Terrapagos.
That's right, and we have Stealth Rock set up over on the other side. Dazzling Gleam's going to come out. That looks like it's going to be a 2-shot on this Garchomp. So let's at least break this Terra Shell before we go out. Completely getting rid of this Garchomp. That was Life Orb damage. Damn, Terra Shift is a good fucking ability.
Yeah, man. Got that Gucci multi-scale there. So here comes Slow Down, my king. The G wheezing. G clicking. The G
let's go.
Shut up. Go for the rapid spin and the light screen. Getting rid of the rocks, but getting up their own rocks the next turn. Thunder Wave.
That's right. So we got hazards, we got walls, they're all up here. Pawmont is here to play, and let's see. Ooh, Future Sight, you don't want to be in here with that.
Alcohol. Ooh, ow.
Oh,
decent.
Yeah, it's going to do a ton.
Wait, what item did it have?
It was Balloon.
Oh, right, Balloon earlier. My bad.
Yep,
Chili's
and so
out
now
into Drapple.
Yep, Hydrapple's going to come out. Let's see what the play is here. Knockoff, we want to get rid of that item. Just kidding, it's a Jetpack, though.
Oh, it already
so
used
recover.
It.
That's
Definitely
right. Oh yeah, that Future Sight's gonna murder that Pawmont there. It is now 5-4 in Photon's side. I want to take a second here and talk about this pivoting here. So with the Stealth Rocks that are up here, the light screen was going in between them. It really looks like a lot of this was prepared for things like Terra Starstorm coming out from the Terrapagos, the Volcanion being able to click just Steam Eruption everywhere. It really seems like this special defense is massive in this matchup here. And playing around things like knockoff, as well as having these one-time consumable items, is insane. So next we have the Volcanion is coming in. He clicks Hidden Power. Yeah, takes out that Hydra Apple right there. It's now 4-4. Looks like a basically even game here. SLOWKING is back.
Eating that flamethrower. Not a water type, but don't need it. Setting up that light screen. Might go down with the ship. Might swap out because you get the regenerator. Steam Eruption. Oh,
yeah,
the burn. Okay.
Come in, gets the burn. Yeah, we are seeing that chilly reception. Let's get out of here. We gotta get that regenerator buff back up there. And now
Lamatatas, the Latias.
Lamatatas comes out behind the light screen, and now Terrapagos is gonna come right in front of it. But ooh, this is bad. Calm Mind is here against a Terrapagos. That's the only thing it really has for it.
Parrot, that sucks. Are we getting a third one up, or are we gonna Mist Ball? Whew, 65.
Yep, that's a great amount of damage into Terrapagos. Dazzling Gleam, that's doing nothing.
The light screen.
Yeah, that plus the +2 special. We're now +3 special. We can just sit right in front of this Terrapagos as much as we want. Rapid Spin, this Latias is here to play. Mist Ball is going to completely take it out. You need something that can outspeed this thing with a physical move. Here
Hurricane
comes
White Man, the Tornado, set up the tailwind. If I can't do it, someone has to. Dying instantly to the Ice Beam.
White Man. Alright, so this thing came in, it set up the tailwind so that way the Salamence can come in and click up. Whoa, the switch here! That's crazy!
Oh, wow, yeah, that's a...
Into a Dragon Claw, because that Dragon Claw would have almost definitely KO'd there. This thing is packing Iron Head. This is such an insane match. Thunderbolt comes out onto the Salamence here.
I think that's also a Breaking Bad reference. That's over my head, though. Moxie boosted, though. 3-2.
Yeah, we're Moxie boosted. Oh, man. Now Goldengo is going to come in. This thing's definitely got, like, T-Bolt or Shadow Ball that will be able to take it down.
Yep, speak of the devil.
There it is. Thunderbolt comes down, and now we just have the Volcanion is here. Thunderbolt doing an okay amount of damage here. I wonder if that specs Goldengo. Flamethrower takes out the Goldengo on the return.
2-1. SLOWKING comes out, but he doesn't have a lot of health left, and he's definitely not fast enough. It goes down to
we
Steam
saw
Eruption.
Steam Eruption. Did about that much damage with Light Screen on last time. We're down to our final Pokemon, Latias versus Volcanion. Thunderbolt doesn't take it out.
HP Ice, though, as said before, not enough damage again, though. There's another T-Bolt, and it's enough.
Wow, what an insane match! Oh my god.
Oh my god. My first loss. I ain't him. You aren't him. Fucking finally. Shit was tough. Now, spoken from Tino. Nah, fuck this draft. I'm out. Hey, Zach. Hey, Trevor. I'm done. I quit. One loss is all I need, baby. And then a very real-ass GG's. GG's. Hella fun, yeah. Good shit, good shit. Yeah, dab me up.
Yeah, that was a crazy match. I think that Salamence was only able to do what it was because of the Tailwind that Tornado sacrificed its life for. If that Tailwind didn't come out, that Salamence was not going to get anywhere because that Latias at +3 was going to be able to outspeed and completely wipe this whole team. So you sack the Tornadus for a chance back into this game, and then Photon read that situation, saying, you're going to come in and click maybe Outrage or Dragon Claw on me or something like that. Will almost certainly OKO me. I'm going to switch into my Fairy type now. And then Tino was ready, packing a Steel type move. Like, oh my god!
I really wonder if Photon knew it was Dragon Claw and not something more severe like Outrage or Draco Meteor or something. Could it have lived one? I know Latias is a little bulkier than Os, but I'm not sure how much.
Definitely would have lived a Draco because it was +3 special at the time. Now, it might survive a Dragon Claw, maybe not an Outrage.
We're being told it does not survive.
So then, at that point, if you're always going to get outsped and killed by a Dragon Claw or an Outrage, switching to the Fairy type is always the best option there. Because you know that's the only move they can click that could possibly do any amount of damage to you. Therefore, I should switch into my Fairy type. So, really well sequenced at the end there. I don't think a lot of people would look at a +3 Latias that has a chance to kill a Salamence and say, okay, I'll switch out here, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if this thing had... Oh no, we saw all 4 of its moves. I was like, I wonder if this thing's packing like agility or something.
That would be crazy. I don't think
That would be crazy.
That T-Bow
So that is... Yeah, it's going to end with a 1-0 victory to the Hydrapple's cores. And that is going to be the very first loss for the Slacking Saboteurs. The undefeated run is dead!
That means everyone at least has 1 L in their pocket for this draft. You too, buddy. Congrats.
That's right. Nobody is going undefeated this draft. And that means that this top spot is more competitive than ever, because now all of our people that are up in that 5-1 slot or 4-1, 4-2, they're all scrambling for that top position now. And as a reminder, the number 1 finisher of the round robin, the person in very first place, gets to choose of the remaining 3 players in playoffs who they want their first opponent to be.
Oh.
And that is a huge advantage into getting into finals, because you get to choose both matches and how you think it's going to play out. So that number 1 spot is vital.
Yeesh. Very vital.
I mean, I've done nothing but glaze the hell out of this match, but do you have anything more to say about this, Trevor?
Nope. You all saw the same match as I did. That was some good-ass Pokemon. We're not done with this good-ass Pokemon, as we got one more match for this week.
And so we're heading into our final match of week number 6. We have Derbologist and the Flimsy Foundations is taking on Diz and the Moss Rock Sentinels.
Mm-hmm. We got some, as usual, threats on both sides. Many, if not all of which, we have certainly seen before.
Yeah. Starting off on Diz's team, just because I feel like this is some very cool facts that, I like to bring up. We have 2 Pokemon on Diz's team that have not yet hit the field, which is Lurantis and the Wo-Chien has not hit, and we are once again not seeing them on this lineup either. Yeah, that's what I said, right?
Yeah, you said Lurantis. Who's Lurantis?
Lurantis?
I don't see Lurantis.
Yeah, so Lurantis and Wo-Chien are not on the field here.
Okay.
And over from Derbologist's side, Derbologist has not only used all of their Pokemon multiple times, but is probably the most average. I'm looking at the stats here, and they have all been brought at least twice.
Dang.
So far. Which is kind of cool. It's awesome to see the... Derbologist is a fan of all the Pokemon on his team and are, finding ways to bring them to all different matchups here, which is, exactly what you want to see in your own draft team.
Plenty of variety to throw off your opponents, because bringing in the old reliable is good and all, but it can be predictable.
That's right. Speaking of old reliable, if we want to look at Diz's team here, we see old reliable Ogerpon, old reliable Clamora, old reliable Kartana. Even our Chaladon.
What about T-Tar?
Yeah, T-Tar's good. In this draft, it hasn't done an insane amount that I can remember.
Hey, real quick. T-Tar's actually been going through a lot lately. I think he's a little worried he's about to drop down to RU, so maybe if we could...
I am...
A little bit. He's RU? Oh my god. And they took the kids? Dog. Oh, he's you? Okay. All right.
He's back on the rise. We're all about positivity, all right? He's back on the rise. He's getting back on the saddle. Shut up, ghost in my head. All right? I'm fighting my own demons here.
It's okay, man. You mentioned Lurantis, and I thought I was having a stroke. Like, I don't see Lurantis. Where? Huh? I was looking behind iron leaves like, Lurantis? Where's that striped son of a bitch?
Yeah. Oh, see him with the pinstripe. Pinstripe? Pinstripe. That's what it is. Yeah. So we see these old reliables over on Diz's team. Then we also see the Iron Leaves, who we've seen, I believe...
We've seen them before.
Yeah, I know we've seen them before. I'm trying to remember how many times we've seen them. I think it's just the once versus ABC.
Was that also last week?
Oh, the match between Diz and ABC?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was last week.
Oh, okay.
And which was also Diz's only loss that he's taken, because he is also at that 4-1 record, competing with everybody else at that point.
Ooh.
And then we have ABC as well, who is at that same 4-1 record. So we have two people competing to get to that 5-1 slot, and one of them is going to be dropping to be 4-2.
Well, we'll see how well a derbologist can do against that. With the 2-3 record I'm reading here. So
yeah, that's
get
right.
a dub, nice average number, 3-3 would be very good looking on any resume.
Yeah, if you're happy to see a 3-3 record, I'll tell you what, but this is going to be a tough match to try and clinch a win out of.
But got some heavy hitters on the team. We got Mian Shao, which has put in a little bit of work. We got Gouging Fire, no words necessary. This thing's a fucking threat. We have Galarian Zapdos. We got Zarude Hitmontop, and we have a Silvally that could be one of 4 types, of which I'm stalling right now, as it could
Fire,
be
water, grass, fighting.
Right, the starters and hands. I always forget that.
I just didn't. I love a huge Zapdos.
Stop. He's going to edit it. Also,
Massive Zapdos.
Play that nasty ass song you fucking are talking about right here.
So fuck me in the booty till I pass out from the pain.
My hands are up, folks.
something, screaming out my name. Banger, dude.
All right, well, I want to start screaming out names of Mons with possibly cool nicknames coming out on this fight. I actually don't think either of these trainers use nicknames, so I'm
No way! That was a segue!
This is the worst segue. What do you mean? I fucking was popping off earlier about nicknames.
The problem with that segue is now we have to include the part previous, so the segue makes
Or we could just jump in right here and go right into this match. How about that, huh? I'm trying to get off of that. Y'all are still thinking about it? Y'all are nasty.
Not like this.
Can we watch some damn Pokemon?
Let's do it. Let's head into our final match of Week 6. Derbologist of the Flimsy Foundations and Diz and the Moss Rock Destroyers. Let us get it. That's what I meant. That's what I meant. Moss Rock Sentinel.
Put him saying Gyapdos right there. The Moss Rock Gyapdos is not even his team. Look how both seasons. The D-Gleam takes out Derbologist's Manchow instantaneously. Oh my god.
Do you want to retake?
What, did I say something funny that time?
Just like we weren't able to like actually react to the first thing there because we were still going over.
We don't need to retake. Let's just look at it right now. Okay, we started off a fucking fighting type versus a guy that could kill you one hit, and we set up with Swords Dance, which maybe expecting hazards to come up didn't happen though. Got one shot by a D-Gleam, so the Mian Shao dies for almost no reason.
Yep, so the Mian Shao comes out. Probably wasn't expecting the Dazzling Gleam. And now we have Gyapdos is here. Stopping Tantrum's going to proc that Sash. So Glamora is going to get at least one more turn out here. And it's going to set up a Reflect.
And two layers of Toxic Spikes on the field. Classic Glamora shit.
That's right. Glamora goes down. It's done its job. It set up the Reflects. Iron Leaves is out here to play. I'm going to assume clicking a Psychic move into this Gyapdos. Hitmontop comes in to get that Intimidate drop.
Wait.
Oh,
it must
we
be.
have...
Is it boots? Aren't there spikes on the field? Am I crazy? I don't even see them.
What, the Toxic Spikes?
Yeah.
Where did they go?
Where'd they go? Cover
Where'd they go?
What?
He definitely...
There's spikes, right?
There should be. Wait, what the hell?
Why is this battle so fucking unhinged, dude?
Well, Gyapdos makes sense because he's a flying type.
Yeah.
But Hitmontop definitely is
It's probably boots.
then.
It's probably boots.
Yeah,
I just mean I don't
just
see
boots.
the spikes, so I don't know what to deal with that. Fucking Sideblade takes this shit out. Goodbye him
Yep.
on top. Not even any time to spin, which sucks, but the reflect's down at least. 4 to 5. Here comes
That's right.
the There, okay, yeah, the spikes are there. We just can't see them.
Yeah, close combat's going to take it
Jesus.
down. This thing is +1 attack. It is quirked up to speed. How are you stopping this monster? Gouging Fire comes into play. This thing is quirked up on attack.
All right, we're going to need it. Sideblade does 50%.
Yep, and now Raging Fury, which is the Fire-type close combat, is going to complete... Or no, it's Fire-type Outrage. It's going to take out Iron Leaves.
Switches out to the Steel Dragon type. I don't know if I agree with that. It does neutral... Oh, Stamina. Never mind.
Yeah, you do get the Stamina boost, and we have a 2-turn, and it's now Meteor Beam. I'm assuming
Power
Power Herb. There it is.
And
now we have +1 defense, +1 special. Gyapdos is coming back out. Let's see if this thing kills with the CC.
Oh, thank goodness, because we're reduced down to 2 to 3 with a Gyapdos and a Silvally, whose type we do not know what it is. Here comes Bonk.Wav.
I'm actually surprised at that close combat kill. Like, +1 defense
I am
is
too,
kind of crazy.
Could it banded?
Could be banded.
I don't know.
Ogerpon comes out, is afraid of it, so we go into the Silvally grass. Let's see what it's his. Okay, Spiky Shield tried to read a close combat coming in.
I don't know if Buddy's faster. It's about to eat this Ivy Cudgel. Never mind swapping out for some reason. That's weird. I wouldn't have done that, but goes to T-Tar to eat this X's are super effective, but only half health.
That's right, yeah. So, yeah, the Ogerpon switches out, and now we see the T-Tar multi-attack. That grass type's going to do a ton.
Reduce 2 to 2.
T-Tar.
I don't understand that switch.
Yeah, from the Ogerpon to the Tyranitar, right?
Is Silvally faster than Ogerpon? 350.
Yeah, no, Ogerpon's faster. Yeah.
Why did I go for
So
Cudgel?
interested why the Ivy Cudgel didn't come out? Maybe was afraid of something? Not sure.
Not sure. Either way, 2 to 2 now. As here comes the Kartana. This goes for the Sacred Sword. Doesn't kill, but
Not
Toxic
gonna be
and
enough.
Sandstorm will next turn.
That's right. And so now X's is not going to do anything.
Well, chip is chip as we're down to just the Gyapdos in the Sandstorm. Not poison thanks to the Flying type, but it's got to take on a Kartana and an Ogerpon. Gets knocked off. It was banded. I was right.
It was banded. So now we're not locked into this Brave Bird, even though it is probably just the best move to click here.
That would have been so good. That could have won. As unfortunately, next turn, here comes the Psycho Cut, and the Gyapdos goes down with the Moss Rock Sentinels winning this week 2-0.
So I do want to point out just on this last turn here, the knockoff is so good because if he didn't knock off that band, that Kartana was dead to that Brave Bird.
Oh, absolutely. I don't know how the Ogerpon would have done the next turn, but not having to think about that was very smart.
Yeah, I mean, could the Ogerpon have killed the Gyapdos in one turn? I'm not sure, but
I don't know.
You know, the knockoff was just the safe play. I'm not going to die to this Brave Bird if I can get rid of your choice band. So I wonder if after the close combat killed the Archaludon, that Diz was able to recognize that this is in fact choice band. Because that might have been the only way for it to kill. I'm still not sure on that, but Archaludon, especially at +1 defense, I feel like should live that normally.
It could have been a specially defensive invested for whatever reason because of that stamina boost. Who's to say?
That is true. That is true. But what I can tell you is that at the end of this game, we have that the Moss Rock Sentinels is up 2-0 over Derbologist in the Flimsy Foundations. That is going to put Diz at a 5-1 record heading into week number 7.
Now week 7's got to be coming up fast.
That's right. We are in the final stretch of this draft. 2 weeks left to secure your spot in playoffs. Every single match counts monumentally. Like, it's just like an exponential curve. You need to play very tight and on point both of these last 2 weeks.
But that was, for now, week 6. Do you have any closing thoughts, Mr. Zach?
Not too much. I think that there were a lot of fantastic games this week. I think that match between Photon and Taino is one I'm going to be looking back at a few times because I think the way that game played was very interesting. The brings on both sides were very well done, and I think is like one of the matches to watch out. If you're fighting Taino or Photon later on in the draft, if you want to see like peak performance from the two of them, I think that's what you need to look at, is that match right there. I think they both played fantastically.
But looking forward to next week on week 7, let's look at the matchups that we got that'll be going on that week. It looks as though it'll be a Guardian. Oh God, editor, please help if I fuck this up. Guardians Winter Olympics versus Saber Caliber's Nihility Factory.
Yep.
Okay. Shine's Ronda Rangers versus the Dom's Red Guard. Photon Debugger's Hydrapple's Core versus Ligovor's Sardine Slugmas. Derpologist's Flimsy Foundation versus Jesse Drake's Scarred Armorers. And Diz is... Oh, fuck. We just played it! Diz is Mossrock Sentinels versus Taino's Slacking Saboteurs. Shit.
Hey, there we go.
I know it. It's not like the team names aren't on the fucking Excel sheet. They are, just not on every screen.
Yeah, so there's a few matches here I super want to highlight for week number 7, and I think there's 2 really big ones to look at. And, we'll take a look at this more in Zach's stats, but, Photon versus Ligovor are 2 people that are right up there in those top spots. And so seeing if Ligovor can beat Photon or vice versa could secure Photon a spot in that playoffs if it wasn't already guaranteed. And Ligovor winning there is not only great just in terms of head-to-head ratio, but would put him at 5-2 heading into that playoff spot. So that's going to be a massive match. And the other one to look at is the Mossrock Sentinels versus Slacking Saboteurs. Both of those players are 5-1 right now, only dropping one other game throughout the course of this entire draft. And this past one was, Slacking Saboteurs' first loss. And so can he recover from this first dip of a loss and come back fighting the same way up against Diz, who's felt like just the top dog this entire draft? It's like a battle of 2 titans, and I love it.
Mm-hmm.
But even outside of those 2 matches, like, we have people who obviously haven't fought each other yet, but are somewhat close in, where they are in the standings. And we get to see, you might not have done well in previous matches, but this matchup could be really good for you. And so do research into that match. Really see what you can come and, exploit on your opponent's team. You have so much footage to go off of, so many things to research, and you can see what your opponent's playstyle is. So look into it, see if it's a good matchup for you, and just prep for these games regardless of who you're going up against. So, even if playoffs seems like it could be far away, there's still a possibility for many of you to make it into playoffs, even if you're not sure yourself. So there's always something to look to, always more practice to do, and, best of luck for these last 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm. Best of luck to all our players.
But without further ado, I believe that's going to be everything for week 6. We look forward to seeing you guys next week for the RKS system draft in week 7.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hit them with a send-off.
Well, until next time. Bye!
Bye! And...
turn this house to a home, and now you got me like, oh my god, I think you could be the one, as you're laying with your head on my chest. When you're holding me tight, don't you ever let me go, something about the way you're taking my breath. And now I'm head over heels, I think this is something real, let's take a chance, hold my hand, I want something I can feel. So fuck me in my booty till I pass out from the pain.